Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Fire Emblem Three Houses. We're going into Chapter 10, Maddening, Golden Deer. Let's go. If any of you guys are interested, you should also check out some of my other series that are going on right now.
Part 1,
Memories of Celceta,
White Clouds,
and The Last of Us Part 2.
Guardian Moon.
If either of those are interesting games to you, you should go and
dwells.
check out those playthroughs. They're very good. Both of those games are very good. If you want my take on them,
Long
go ahead and
ago,
watch them.
The guardian Saros made an appearance during this moon. She had been summoned by the goddess, whose soul was suffering as the flames of war raged across Fodlan. Some believe that high in the sky above Saros, the Immaculate One's mighty wings are what powered the strong winds carrying the Guardian and her forces into battle.
I think we might actually be able to do the next support with Rhea now. We haven't seen this third one. We got locked out of it in our last playthrough, so... yeah, I think we have it unlocked already too, so we might just be able to watch that first thing today. We probably have a bunch of certifications we can do too. Yeah. Absolutely, Leonie.
Hey, Professor, got a minute? Look, I'm sorry I snapped at you. I didn't mean to lose my temper. I was rude to you. I should have known better.
It's alright.
Huh, I thought you might say that. In that way, you're just like Captain Gerald. You accept other people. You don't let petty details get under your skin.
How do you know my father exactly?
Well, when I was a kid, I kind of latched onto him. I've been calling myself his apprentice ever since. He spent some time in the village I grew up in. Actually, you weren't with him back then. Why not?
I honestly don't remember. Where was she, honestly?
Maybe he left you with a relative or something. Anyway, back then, Gerald's job was to deal with poachers. Well, they were bandits, but we called them poachers. Nobody in the village could stand up to them. But your dad, he took them on like it was nothing. I was so impressed. All I could think was how amazing mercenaries were. I'd lived in that tiny village my whole life, so to me, Captain Gerald was nothing short of a legend.
Every time I think of, like, Geralt as a mercenary, I can't help but think of the Grail mercenaries.
So I went right up to him and I told him I was going to be his apprentice. He didn't stick around long after that, but he did teach me a lot while he was with us. Tactics, strategy, training routines, it was all so new and exciting. So after he left, I kept at it, kept training, just like he taught me.
I'm glad you got to see him again.
Me too. I always planned to meet him again once I became a top-tier mercenary. But I'm just glad I got to see him, to thank him properly and all. I've spent my whole life working to become a great mercenary like your father. There were so many times when I wanted to ask his advice, but I couldn't. I just had to make do. That's how I've made it this far. Just hard work, all on my own. But then you come along. And it's like you don't appreciate Captain Gerald at all, or how lucky you were to have him around your whole life. No, it still really bothers me.
Alright, Leonie, I'm gonna point out that you are projecting. You have no idea how Byleth feels. Although, considering that Byleth was mostly unemotional most of her life, up until recently, she's probably right.
You might be his kid, but I'm still his best apprentice. Got it?
Duel? And she was doing so well with her apology. That's alright, Leonie. We still love you. People who've been around this channel enough know that I like Leonie a lot, so...
Day 5 of the Garland Moon, year 1157. Clear skies. I picked some flowers for her and returned home. The look of joy on her face at the sight of these flowers will be even more beautiful than the flowers themselves? Yeesh! That is enough.
Dude, Gerald the romantic.
His entries from before your birth are full of such romantic blatherings as that. Oh, it must be deeply moving you to hear such things, but now is not the time for whimsy. Someone is here. You do not wish for them to see you in this state, so pull yourself together.
I thought I might find you here, Teach. Not the type to wallow in solitude, huh? That's a relief, let me tell you. So, what were you reading? Is that Gerald's?
Love letter. It's a diary.
So it is. Hey, maybe this has some entries from when Gerald left the monastery. Is that so? He was the captain of the knights, but something made him leave the monastery in a hurry. If it has something to do with your birth, knowing what happened may get us closer to knowing what secrets the church is hiding. Teach, would you mind letting me read that diary?
Interesting.
I know how important it is to you, but I'm not asking lightly. Please allow me to borrow it.
You know what? Yeah, you can borrow it.
I'm forever in your debt, Teach. If you'd refused, I would have had to sneak in here in the dead of night. I wasn't looking forward to the prospect.
Don't give yourself
Anyhow,
away, Claude.
let me fill you in on what's been going on lately, and not just as thanks for pointing me to that diary. Rhea dispatched the knights to various locations in a frantic search for the enemy. There's a rumor that she's already secured some information. Something big is going to happen soon. That has me wondering, if you find out where the enemy is, what will you do about it? If you ask, No, scratch that. All of us students would gladly lend a hand, even if that means going against Rhea's wishes. Don't forget it.
Good
Now
guy,
go.
Claude.
Everyone's worried about you. You'd better show them you're in good spirits.
Oh, thank you. You saved me.
If you were to die, then the mystery of our bodies would be revealed. Preventing that was my only aim. I'm
Ouch.
afraid you must remain, Kronya. There is something I need you to do.
Oh, of course. I am always happy to cooperate with Solon. Leave it to me.
How annoying.
Flame Emperor, is she offending you? Unfortunately, we cannot take our eyes off her, so there is nothing to be done. You are our greatest creation. We use the defiled beast's blood as the fuel to your flame, that you may burn even the gods. Now is the time to cleanse Fodlan with that power and bring forth our salvation.
There will be no salvation for you and your kind. Those responsible for such gruesome deeds in Duskam and Enmar.
All so that you may acquire the strength you need, all for a purpose.
I don't know why she makes me so mad. She just does. She just makes me so mad. She is... I'm not going there. Whose birthday was it? Shit, I didn't read the name. I was too angry. It's Ingrid. Okay. Let's find out what she likes. Okay, Ingrid, what is your favorite teas? Mint and chamomile. Those ones are pretty common.
Thank you for inviting me. What a nice aroma. I really enjoy this tea. Thank you. It's a bit hot. Yes.
Okay, school days, hope for your future.
Yes. Yes.
Existence of crests, you seem different. Tell me about yourself, maybe? Yeah.
How relaxing.
Overcoming weaknesses?
wonder what your favorite food is. Meat? Veggies? Fish, perhaps? Oh, or maybe sweets.
Laugh.
Wow.
Okay,
Thank you for the treat. I had such a great time.
so we should get charm from that. Always good. Oh man, the music's so sad at the beginning of this one. It hurts. So let's start with our supports though. Can we just do the Rhea one? Okay, so it's not unlocked yet. But I think soon. Okay. Try listening when they're ready to speak with you. Okay. Is that the only one? Yeah, we got a lot that are gonna have to wait until post time skip, probably. Okay, so we have Ignatz and Lysithea.
Oh, hey, it's you. Going for a walk again today?
No, I'm on cooking duty today, and I have to head into town for some groceries.
All on your own? I'd better go with you. I'd be worried if you went by yourself.
Why?
No, please, I can manage on my own.
But won't you have a hard time carrying everything back?
Not at all, I'll be fine. I'm just replacing a few ingredients. Also, I may not look it, but I'm actually quite strong. I've been exercising every day.
You're right. You don't look it.
Oh.
Your biceps are a fraction of the size of Raphael's.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna compare him to Ruff's a frickin' beast, man. Hardly fair, Lysithea.
If you start fumbling around under the weight of all the groceries, and then you trip and spill everything everywhere. Look, I'm just saying that could be your future. It could happen. It doesn't look pretty.
That's what you think of me, huh?
Oh. Look at that
Yep.
face.
You're honestly a bit of a mess.
Whoa, Lysithea, pull back. Ignatz is a good dude.
I see. If that's how you feel.
Aw.
Oh, knock it off with the wounded puppy dog eyes. As though I'm some sort of villain in your story.
Well, you are kind of being mean.
I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. I'm just a bit sensitive, that's all. You're talking like you don't respect me.
Right?
I see. So now it's my fault?
Oh, I hate shit like that. Oh, nothing makes me madder than when you call somebody out and they're like, oh, so now it's my fault, huh? Oh, that bugs me.
No matter how grown you seem to think you are, there's so much you're incapable
No,
of.
Lysithea, you
You
are
can play at being
in the
a
wrong
mature
here,
adult,
girl.
but it only ever complicates things, and that's exactly what makes you look like a child.
Yeah, he's the one who looks like a child. Lysithea, girl, I love you. You're a goddamn nuke. You need to take a look in the mirror.
Oh, enough already!
There we go, Ignatz.
Would you just leave me alone?
Bite back.
Maybe
Okay, actually,
I went a bit far
he didn't
that
really
time.
bite back. He's
But he's
just
so stubborn despite his ineptitude.
very hurt.
I can't just leave it be. He's so foolish, constantly making a mess of things. Wait, but then...
No matter how much we stretch, some things are always beyond us. I think it's fine to be vulnerable and ask for help sometimes.
what he said to me before. To everyone else, do I seem just like Ignatz?
You are exactly what you explained he was, more so than he is. To be fair, Lysithea. I say this because I love you and I want you to improve. That's all. We'll see some redemption in there, eh? She'll apologize. Oh wow, is that it? Oh man. Yeah, they're getting a lot more sparse because we're making good progress on all of our supports. We're gonna have all main party unlocked. Second half of the game, we're just gonna be working on secondaries that we are interested in. So that'll be interesting and fun. Okay. Okay, so we definitely do need to look at certifications again. Let's go ahead and put this on a new line and see what we can accomplish here. Okay, Claude, good. We have you going through Brigand. That'll take a bit. We did want to finish your mage class because that'll give you a +6 whenever you attack. That's a good skill, and then we'll move him to his Dark Bishop. And then after that, we'll probably go Warlock. Maybe I'll look at what skill we get from Warlock and decide then, but most likely Warlock. I think that would make sense. I don't know how many master classes we'll actually go through, but he would actually be decent as a Dark Knight, probably. It would take some work, but putting him on a horse may be very useful. So he may go a Dark Knight route, even if the skill is not that great. Just putting him on a horse and having Canto can be pretty valuable. So, okay, you're working on Brigand. I'm okay with that. And whoops, there's a possibility after Brigand we could go straight to like Grappler or something, or yeah, we'll see. But I may also have him go through Armored Knight to get the defense skill, because that one can be pretty useful. 70% pass rate. How close are you to finishing Brigand? We just got you into that, that's right. So you've got a while for that one, so we don't necessarily need to do a certification right now. Ignatz, oh my god, thank you, finally. This should be 100%. I wonder if now that I've got him in Sniper, I should passively work on his axe, so that we might take him through Brigand as well. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that's something that might be valuable? Putting him on a horse in Master Class would be useful as well. So those are the things that might get me to go to Master Classes, is just putting him on a horse is super useful. But we aren't in a rush to do that. So we'll see. What do you have equipped right? Oh, you're Dancer right now, huh? No, not you. We're not on Marianne, that's right. So you've got Dark Flyer, which is great. Oh my gosh, I love her as a Dark Flyer. So she's good there. She got both of those, which is awesome. We could eventually take her through Warlock, but I don't know if I ever want to take her off of Dark Flyer. She might just stay there the rest of the game. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, Marianne is a Dancer right now. She's unlocked her advanced class, so we don't need to worry about her. Okay. You've probably got a long while for Armored Knight, but I think let's go ahead and class you into Wyvern. We're not going to equip it, but at least have the certification done. That way we can switch it whenever we want. Okay, Leonie, you've got a long while on Pegasus still. We could jump straight from Pegasus into... Does it tell me what your... No, this screen doesn't show us what the goals are. I don't remember what we set her goals to. I don't remember if we were having her try and go through Wyvern before going to her next Pegasus or what, but we'll take that as it comes. We've got a minute. Okay, who's next? Sylvain. Okay, Armored Knight. You're close to halfway through that one. Am I just gonna have you go through Fortress Knight as well? Probably. Okay, let's get another advanced seal. We'll have that one ready to go. have to check what the Cavalier skill is. We might have him go through that one as well. He qualifies for it, so it'd be an easy one. Okay, who's next? Yuri. Okay, you're currently classed as a mercenary. We're getting close to finishing that one. I think we'll let you finish that. We'll have to ask ourselves whether to take him through Brigand or not. I'm scared that Brigand might throw his speed growths off, but I don't know. I haven't traditionally looked at people's natural growths and how the different, how these different classes affect those growths. But do you qualify for Trickster yet? No, we really need to work on Faith. Faith is a B. Wow, okay. We might want to focus only on Faith for a minute, just to get him through that. So you may actually finish this before you're even ready for Trickster. And if that's the case, then this one comes with Lock Touch, right? I may take him through Assassin just because of Lock Touch and because it will lean into his speed a lot. And his speed is one of his greatest assets right now. Like, he is actually one of the only people on our main party who can actually double our enemies. So we're going to have that one unlocked, and we're going to continue working pretty hard towards his Faith. So I'm going to really quickly go to his goals while I'm thinking about it. All right, we actually already thought of that, so we're already on our way. Got to really work on Faith there. Okay, Balthus is the only one who didn't hit his 20, huh? Oh, that hurts. Okay. Well, how's he doing on Brawler right now? He's over halfway. He's getting close. Okay. And Constance, how close are you mastering Priest? You're over halfway. And do you qualify? You do. 73. Okay. We're going to save before we do this, and this will be our last certification today. We won't change her into this one yet. But she got it. Okay, we've got 2 Dark Flyers. Yeah, we're gonna let her finish that class. And let's explore. But what is the red birthday? Whoa. Okay, there we go. Oh, duh. It's my birthday. Yes.
If you must weep, then weep. I shall be here for you.
Thank you.
Well, it would be ridiculous to not feel anything after something like that. Go on and let it out. I am here.
Weird that it blacked out right there. I wonder why it did that. Oh, you know I love my owl feathers. Whoops. Huh? I'm trying to use run buttons from other games I've been playing. I mean, hell, I'm playing 4 games right now. It's probably too much, but they're all games I want to play. Can't stop myself. Luckily, Ys is a relatively short one, Memories of Celceta, so I feel like I'm going to be done with that one fairly soon. Let's talk to this invisible person.
Captain Gerald's been killed? I can't believe it. From all I'd heard about the man, I thought he was indestructible. He was so strong. What could have possibly... forgive me. I shouldn't speculate.
You have a very young voice, Hermit.
What's that?
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. But maybe now isn't the time? You seem down. Got something on your mind? I hope
Do you not know
I'm
what
here for
happened?
you if you ever have your own stuff to report. That's what friends are for. Unless it's about money, in which case, I'm busy.
You know what? That's fair, Bizkeeper. Totally fair. Okay.
Okay, this month feels different, doesn't it? Garreg Mach's all tense, like the whole place might explode. This is why I've kept to myself all these years. I don't want to be anywhere near whatever's about to happen.
Need something? See you again soon.
Professor?
Hey, pal. I see you're up and at 'em again, yeah? Good on you. No use crying over the past and all.
Balthus, have some sensitivity.
I was thinking the same
Who knows
thing.
what the poor dear is going through right now?
That poor dear can hear you, you know. Talking about someone like they're not there. How cold can you get?
A fair point. Please, Professor, forgive my indiscretion. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Constance.
Remember, the first step to healing is a hefty dose of revenge. Get out there and get to it.
Like your style, Balthus. I like your style. Yeah, the items we get from that are generally not very useful. It's okay, though.
Friend. Gerald raised you, yeah? It was all you had. You must be feeling a lot right now. When a parent dies, it really leaves a mark. So feel what you need to, no matter how that looks. But know that your inner fire will keep you moving ahead through even the hardest times.
Wow. Well said, Yuri. Suppose that's why you're the leader, huh? Really well said.
Hey, it seems like you're having a hard time. Not that I can really understand what you're going through. I know that this is painful, but don't lose hope for the future, okay? Someday you'll be able to accept what's happened. And in the meantime, you have plenty of friends here to support you. Me included.
I am really sad that Happy's not in main party. I really do like her as a character. A lot. Just didn't seem viable to have that many people in main party, or wasn't any good options there. Okay, maybe Yuri. We might do Yuri just so that we can work on his faith really hard this month. Help him get there, you know? They look so calm. Okay, he's going up pretty quick. I think we might make it. Byleth might be a little short. No, you're in the green, Byleth. You're in the green. All right. Byleth is not... Well, no, I want to try and get both. We're going to reload. let's start by just staying. Now let's increase steam. We got 2 more. 2 stays might do it. Or maybe even 1 increased steam. Let's try 1 increased steam. Hopefully we don't shoot up. Okay. Perfect. We didn't go too far. There we go. Ooh, several lost items. Animal bone dice. Belongs to someone who enjoys weird games. Toothed dagger. Someone who likes rare weapons. Felix, maybe?
Professor, I'm so sorry about what happened to Gerald. No, of course my sorrow is nothing compared to yours. The Knights are even now searching for our enemy's whereabouts. They are to report back the moment they find something. If you desire revenge, Professor, you can count me in.
Thank you, Dimitri.
Professor, you gotta keep yourself active during tough times, Professor. Even if it seems impossible. That's how I got through it when I lost my parents. If you need help with anything, just come and see me. Eating and training are my specialties.
Okay. So the tooth dagger, yeah, that's probably Felix, since it's blue lions. And the animal bone dice is for somebody from the Church of Saros. So I would guess Shamir.
You gotta keep yourself...
Whoops.
That's how... If you need... Thanks.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to hit back. Okay, we're doing the steam again. Okay, I'm back. Turns out that the sauna is actually very much randomized. I had to do 3 tries to get Yuri to succeed again.
I'm not even close to being strong enough. I mean, Gerald was so much stronger than me, but even he... That's enough. I can't dwell on the past. There's no way to know what my future holds, but I do know one thing. Whatever happens, I have to make my own way in this world. I have to keep pushing so I can grow even stronger.
You know what? Should we try that quest again? Reward is a brave lance. Oh, so good. Let's see if we can do it. 1 level above me, huh? But we're doubling here with our training sword.
That is that.
Okay, 26 times 2. You'll do 25 damage to me, which is a lot. It won't kill me.
You fought well.
Okay, now we have to heal. Which only does 30 now in Maddening. I have to remember that. It's not a full heal.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Okay, we're doubling this one. Let's see. No, we'll kill him with the 2. Well, if the hit doesn't miss. What is our max HP? This is the semifinals. Do I risk it? We could miss. So could they. Let's risk it. Okay, we didn't
Should
miss.
I have
Good.
held back?
Okay, now we heal. And I think we win this one. Okay.
That is that.
Nice. Took a while for us to be able to do that one, but very good. Brave Lance is very good as well. Leone or Sylvain will probably get that.
Impressive. Nice work.
Probably Leone. Sylvain has a relic weapon. I can't believe we were so soundly defeated. Professor, were we so wrong? Does friendship between teacher and student really build such resilient and acceptable bonds? I hope we can achieve such connections as well. Oh yeah, they were the group who thought my relationships with my students was inappropriate. Alright, we don't have to turn that in, right? No, we just got the reward, so... yeah, we're good. Okay, no items to grab.
Hello there.
Oh, right there, Leone.
Captain Gerald's gone. He's gone. And we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you. But I just can't. I can't believe.
Professor.
It is a shame what happened to Gerald. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
You're the best. You're the best, Edu. A light purple veil, a headscarf that has been dyed purple, probably belongs to someone who likes fashion. Manuela was here last month. So that one's for Manuela. A beautiful red comb made from the tortoise shell, it probably belongs to someone who takes care of their long hair. Who else was over here? I don't remember. Premium magic herbs. We still have a bunch of stat items we need to use. I don't know why I've been dragging my feet on actually using those. Doesn't make any sense. Vegetable seeds and sure. I know there's probably like a method to getting the stat up items you really want, but I've just kind of always just gone a little
Hello there.
Little willy-nilly with that. I've never actually looked up what does what and what stat items come from what items and things like that.
Professor.
What I'm trying to say is I'm not that much of a min-maxer.
I'm scared. I feel that I don't understand the world. How could something like that happen to Gerald? He was so strong.
Even though you're scared, push through.
You're inspiring, Professor. I'll do my best.
Hello there.
No.
Introduction to Magic. A simple and easy to understand textbook on magic probably belongs to someone who is not good at it. I don't remember who was over here. Was it Roth? I might be thinking of a different month when Roth was standing there. Like the fishing one, I think he was there.
I'm so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times like these. Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now. Losing someone dear to you. Well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well.
Yeah, that's true.
That said, Professor,
Oh, belongs to somebody from the Church of Saros. Is that, Aloise? Might be Aloise. That might be, well, right now Dorothea wears a hat all the time. She does have long hair, but I don't think that's her. Okay. That's Manuela. That's Shamir. Basket of Berries is for one of our DLCs. What did it say? Nostalgic for the flavors of the forest. I'm not sure which one that would be. Maybe it's Happy?
Oh no. Professor, thank you for all you have done for us. Nothing to report today.
Gatekeeper.
Teach.
Yeah, absolutely, Claude. Let's do it.
Hey, Teach. Do you believe in gods? I don't necessarily mean the goddess of the Seros religion, just gods in general. Do you believe that incredible beings who control the fates of all really exist?
Well, in real life, I do not. In this fictional world, we kind of know that they do.
That's not the answer I was expecting. Though, honestly, I've recently become a bit of a believer myself. I've always hated the idea of praying to a god. After all, you can only really rely on yourself.
Is it him and Leone who had a support where they talked about religion and about like his feelings on it? I think it was.
I still believe that. You can't win a war by leaving your fate in the hands of a god.
I agree.
Only tangible facts can really decide a war. Which side has the most troops, the best tactics, the better organization and planning?
I'm with you, Claude.
Of course, miracles can happen. And by that, I mean things that are completely outside of your control. Things that only seem to add up if you believe in the concept of fate. Things like, well, like meeting you, for example.
Well, what do you mean?
You just seem sort of impossible. I think everyone would agree with that.
I'm a god, bow to me.
You can wield the sword of the Creator. You're a tactical genius, and you have this strange ability to earn the trust of anyone you cross paths with. Before I met you, I never imagined that it was possible for someone like you to exist. And yet, now that I know you, your presence in my life has quickly become invaluable.
And it's important to know that the gods of this world are not all-knowing gods. They're not. Like, Sothis is not an all-knowing god. She may have been at some point. We don't actually know. But, I mean, at this point, for sure.
In fact, it's hard to imagine making my dreams come true without your help. Because of that, I can't believe for a second that our meeting was just a coincidence. That means it must have been fate. Maybe it was a miracle. Or maybe some god empathized with me in my dreams.
Some god?
Again, I don't mean the goddess of Fodlan. Though, I suppose it may be hard for you to grasp what I'm talking about. People all over the world have different ideas about who or what the gods are, right? Even in distant lands across the ocean or over the mountains. They have gods who see the world as a whole, who don't care about Fodlan's borders, who don't meddle in our affairs, who don't grant life or take it away. And maybe, sometimes, they'll make a miracle happen. A god like that, that's the sort of god I think I could believe in.
I think I understand. I really do.
Careful, Teach. You'll anger the followers of Seros if you say things like that. I'm just speaking my mind, that's all. I think people should be free to believe in whatever gods they want.
I can support that.
If a person believes in a god and that god becomes a support system for them, that's a good thing. That's what a god should be.
The only time where that's not true is when people use their religion to hurt other people. That's where that line gets crossed, and that happens all the time.
Anyway, maybe I've overstepped a bit.
But anybody who is who believes in a god, I don't. More power to them. Like, if that's what they believe and they're, you know, they're not hurting anybody, I believe they should have their beliefs. I do think that some religions can do a lot of really, really good things for the world. Some of them can do really awful things as well, so it really just comes down to a case-by-case basis. No, you haven't overstepped. Doesn't matter. You're fine.
I knew you'd understand. In any case, let's keep this conversation between the two of us, yeah?
If I'm being honest, I have had many, many problems with organized religion throughout my life. I grew up in a very religious household, so we don't need to go into it, but religion is a very personal sort of thing for a lot of people, so I don't like to take it away from people, but I always share my beliefs as well.
The other night, I had the honor of sharing a drink with Gerald. He was pretty tactless, honestly. He could be blunt at times, but he always looked like such a proud, happy father whenever he spoke of you.
Professor.
Oh, Annie.
I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. I was so worried.
Oh, Professor!
How are these two so
You
good?
must be starving. Mercy and I made some sweets for you. We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might help you feel better.
Thank you for the thought.
Baking sweets is my specialty. I'm sure they'll do the trick.
God, they're so good and wholesome.
Professor, please lend us your ears. Ferdinand is saying impossible things.
I do not see what is impossible about it. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you probably can. You are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. There would be a diplomatic incident. Someone close to us has turned up dead. So one could argue that you are not safe here anymore.
You were already told. I am learning here, from the Academy. What are you thinking, Professor?
Do what you want. Where's that answer? I mean, both of these are kind of like that. If you so please, if you do not wish it.
I am not returning to home until I have grabbed my goal. I will not be listening to the words of Ferdinand.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
That one seems like it might be just a little bit of a language barrier deal.
Someone.
I am.
No, look.
He didn't quite understand what he was getting at. You're not the comb,
This
are
is
you?
not belonging.
No. Okay.
Professor, what happened to Gerald? It's terrible. If there's anything I can do, simply ask. Even if what you desire is revenge, I'll gladly lend you my power. We can't let them get away with this.
So, here's an interesting thought. How exactly was it explained away in Crimson Flower when Edie, I mean, in this next chapter, I mean, we've played this, so it's fine talking about spoilers about what's about to happen, but we're about to go after Kranya and Solon, right? And in Crimson Flower, Edie, the Flame Emperor, goes and kills them with us. How was that explained away to Talus and stuff? Was that covered? I'm trying to remember. It probably was mentioned and brought up, and I just can't remember how that was addressed. But yeah, I mean, you would have thought that there would have been huge retaliation against Edie after that. Remind me what happened, because I feel like they may have addressed it, and I'm just not remembering in the what happened, or if there was a scene between Talus and Edie or anything like that. Was that addressed at all? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Fur scarf. A wolf pelt sewn into the shape of a scarf probably belongs to someone affiliated with a village of hunters. That one is, I think, where...
Professor!
I do not all. You are someone.
I am.
No, look.
This is not belonging to.
Oh, it's Golden Deer. Oh, so that one's Leone then, huh? Yeah, Village of Hunters. That's gotta be Leone.
Hi.
What are you doing over here, Anna?
I heard Gerald passed away. My deepest condolences. I knew him long before I ever even met you. He was always so much fun to be around. It's such a loss.
Well, thank you. Enjoys wood carving, that's Gilbert.
I trained with Gerald just the other day. Why? Why did he have to go and die? It's too awful. He didn't deserve it.
Do you have time for a request?
The Adrestine Empire's Imperial Guard is looking for someone to train with. They're said to be the cream of the crop, but I'm certain you can hold your own. Practice battle maneuvers with the Adrestine Empire's Imperial Guard. We'll accept it. We may not end up doing it. Paralogs are definitely more important right now, but as we've all seen, some of those paralogs are really fucking hard. I really do want to finish all of them before the time skip, though, if we can manage it. I just don't know if we can. On some of them, you really need to be over-leveled to, like, do well. At least that DLC one. My god, that thing was tough.
I brought some flowers for Gerald.
You're out of your room.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
You know what it means.
Come out for lectures and assignments, don't I?
Begrudgingly.
Anyway, I'll go lay them out.
Well, thank you.
Interesting.
A precious tool used for measuring the weight of objects probably belongs to someone in need of accuracy. I don't remember who that's for.
I slipped quietly into the vault and rummaged about, looking for anything we might find useful. There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all. What? This is no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or forgiveness. It is rarely useful to request the former. Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-related objects I thought might be worth studying, so... There you go again with that stern look. Of course I'll put them back when I'm done, assuming they bear no additional use.
Yeah, that was my dog who sneezed. He's like walking around my chair making all sorts of mouth noises. He loves doing that. Mouth noises are his favorite. He's got so many of them. How can he not share?
Professor, I've sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage. But when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. I don't know what to say.
Me too sometimes.
But I do know this much. Sir Gerald must have been very proud to have you as his child.
There's been so many times where, like, I've wanted to console somebody and I just don't know what words to use. Happens to me all the time. This comb is yours, right?
How did you know I lost this? Thank you for bringing it back to me.
You're welcome. Board game piece. A high-quality board game piece made of precious stone belongs to someone with a tactical mind. I think that one is for Lynn.
I'm sure you will pull through this because you're so strong, Professor. Best to stay calm during such tumultuous and upsetting times. We don't know the nature of our enemies. If we underestimate them, anything could happen.
We should be careful.
Yes, I agree. I don't want to lose you too, Professor.
Oh, tactical mind in Golden Deer, huh?
What?
Okay. So it's not Lynn's.
Oh?
So it's yours.
Hi, Teach. I see the storm in your eyes has passed. You're looking much better. I've been reading Gerald's diary. The baby he mentions. That's you, isn't it? I can't understand about half of what's written here, but Gerald really cherished you. That much is clear.
Claude clearly read the part where there was no heartbeat. Interesting. You'd think that would be brought up, you know?
You found it, Teach. I've been looking everywhere. Whew, thanks a million.
You're welcome. Gotta work on that A rank.
There is no one here who has not heard tales of Gerald's valor. We have suffered a most dear loss. I do not know what the enemy's aim was, but I do know this. After what they have done, we cannot suffer them to live. If there is anything I can do to ensure that justice is brought swiftly, you need only give the word.
What's the other one? First scar. Okay, that's Leonie's. Okay. Good at making accessories. That's for Hilda. Daydreams about the goddess. That one's Marianne, right? Hey, look, they're like right here.
Professor, people are saying horrible things about Marianne.
What?
They're saying she's friends with the bad guys.
Why?
If I hear someone say that, I'll...
Leave it alone, Hilda. It doesn't matter.
I wonder if there's something in her supports that does tie her with any of the bad guys in any way. We don't really know that much about her. She could have ties to them. She's obviously not one of them. Just ignore it.
Of course. Thank you, Professor.
Okay, Hilda. Where is it? Oh, I was already on it.
You found it! Thank you so, so much. You're a sweetheart. Professor, they're saying
What's this?
Oh, so was that for Ignatz then? Yeah, it is. Oh, I forgot about his painting of the goddess. Daydreams about the goddess. You know, Ignatz, that's me. That's me that you did that lewd painting of. I mean, he definitely did a lewd, right?
Professor? Dark expressions don't suit you, Professor. But well, I'm glad to see you out in the world again. It seems this month will be a quiet one around here. There aren't many knights around to liven things up.
Most of the knights are gone, seeking out the enemy.
Isn't that a bit much? I agree it's important, but is it a good idea to neglect the safety of the monastery?
What do you think, Professor?
It would be a shame if we were invaded.
I agree. We can send some knights after our enemies, but so many? It makes the church seem reckless.
Okay, I don't think I have anything for you. The tooth dagger is probably Felix's.
It seems this month isn't that sorry.
I'm supposed to be talking to Felix, thank you very much. There we go.
It seems that isn't that a bit...
That's mine.
Professor? Do you think we'll still be able to graduate? If dangerous things keep happening around here, who even knows? I'm worried. I hope that all the students and professors will be there to celebrate at the graduation ceremony.
Okay, well, with that, we're hitting that hour mark, so we're going to need to end this episode right here. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one.